The Department of Home Affairs is paying visits to businesses who are sponsoring visa applicants, mainly for those who are sponsored under the 482 visa program. According to this article, they made surprise inspections to 40 businesses across Melbourne. They were mainly in the food sector. They go out to check if the applicant is really working there, but they're also checking wages and time records. This is to ensure that migrant workers aren't being exploited by employers in the workplace. Now, if the employer is found to be in breach of any of the conditions, they'll usually receive a letter from the department and they may be asked to provide further information about a certain situation. We've handled a lot of these before, and it's really important to be able to provide the supporting evidence to be able to prove that you're meeting the requirements. Otherwise, the employer could be barred from further sponsorship. This has been happening a lot, I would say, in the past month. A lot of people have been receiving correspondence from the department in the form of a natural justice letter or a notice of intention to cancel their visa. The department has found something in their visa application that does not appear to be genuine. So, for example, a bogus document. If you receive a Section 57 natural justice letter, you usually have 28 days to provide a response. The department will either accept the response or refuse your visa. But the most problematic part is you could be slapped with a PIC 4020, which means you can't apply for another visa to Australia in the next 3 years. If you already have the visa and the department has found something non-genuine with your visa application, they can send you a notice of intention to cancel your visa. You have time to respond to that, and if they don't accept it, your visa will be cancelled. I feel like they've deployed some sort of technology that's allowed them to just go through all the visas and find all the documents that are non-genuine. What do you guys think? Can accountants still get PR in Australia? It's not easy, it's not in demand like early childhood teachers or registered nurses, but it most definitely is not impossible. Here's an invitation we received for our client who is an accountant for a 189 visa. The applicant had 95 points. 95 points is relatively high, but if you're someone that studied accounting, went on, completed your professional year, scored superior English, did NAATI, has work experience, you can score 95 points. Here is also an invitation we received for 491 for our client who is an accountant. This is how you can apply for permanent residency in Australia if you are a civil engineer. Our client here was invited to apply for the 189 visa, which is PR, in November at 90 points. Generally speaking, you'd need to have a relevant bachelor degree, which is a bachelor in civil engineering, but most importantly, you need to get a skills assessment through Engineers Australia. Once you have those, you have the basics to lodge an expression of interest. You will need to complete an English test and also be under 45 years of age, but then it comes down to what points you can score. And to score 90 points, you probably do need superior English. If you're applying for the 189, it doesn't matter whether you're onshore or offshore or any state in Australia. Applicants are invited for the 189 on the basis of points and who lodged the application first. This is our client who was invited for the 491 visa in South Australia as a finance broker. So finance broker refers to occupations such as lease broker or mortgage broker. Now, first of all, to be eligible, of course, you need a skills assessment. So first you'll need a relevant diploma. So for example, like in finance or economics. And then you need 1 year of post-qualification work experience in this field. If you don't have a relevant diploma and you just have any diploma, such as a diploma of business, you could still qualify for a skills assessment as long as you have 2 years of post-qualification work experience. What makes it a little bit tricky is the work reference letters and ensuring the duties meet the requirement. But once you have that, your English, and you've accumulated your points, you'll be able to lodge an invitation to be invited in one of the states, just like my client.